back to another episode of Life Changers, and my name is Mike. And today I'm just going to talk about the power of negativity. Oh. But Mike, why do you want to talk about being negative? Well, I'm just going to give you some examples. Because if you don't think you're using the law of attraction, well, I'm sorry, you are. Everybody's using it. We kind of create our own reality, our beliefs, what we want to believe, what we don't want to believe. And being negative is really easy to manifest. So I'm sure you could count how many times you're like, don't let that happen, but with my luck, it's going to happen. And of course it happens because you're putting so much energy. Because the universe, everything's energy, right? Law of attraction, energy, positive energy, negative energy, right? Money has a frequency of energy. Love has a frequency of energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy around us. But we easily are able to create negative energy. I don't know. Just everybody does it. There's a guy on YouTube I watch. Funny guy. I like him. I don't watch him like all the time, but I come across him and he plays poker or Ultimate Texas Hold'em or blackjack or stuff like that in Las Vegas, I believe. And he does live videos and stuff. And then every now and again, I just watch to see how the games are played and stuff. And he always says, maybe you guys probably watched him in the past or came across him, but he always says, with my luck, everything bad happens. The dealer always wins. One time he had pocket aces, and he's like, with my luck, the dealer's going to pull something else out. And of course, it ran a straight and beat him. He's like, my luck. And he's pretty negative in his stream. Like, I don't know if that's just him or that's his shtick, as they say, for YouTube. But he's always negative, just says, I'm going to be donating to the casino today, or, I always got bad luck. This is bad luck, my luck. And of course, if that's the energy you're putting in the universe doesn't understand, the word bad luck, I guess. It's just a frequency. You're connected to that frequency, and you're like, hey, this is what I want. And the universe is like, cool, here you go. You want bad luck? I'm going to give it to you, bud. And it happens all the time. I'm sure you guys have stories, and you can talk to people that, you'll see how easy it is to be programmed, I guess, to put out in the universe negativity. Like somebody would eat something and say, that's going to hurt later, or, I'm lactose intolerant, so that's going to be real bad for me. And of course it's going to be real bad for you because that's what you're telling you the universe you want. You want that to happen to you. So what you'll have to do is recognize how we are already creating our reality and we're already manifesting, but with negativity. Just like when people are like, I can't afford that, I'm poor, or, I can't do that, I'm too big, I'm going to get stuck in the slide, or I'm not going to do this because of that. Well, yeah. Just like I talked to one of my other experiences when I was testing out the law of attraction, and you go to the casino. You want to go to the casino and talk to people. Everybody be like, it's bad today, or I'm losing today, or I never win. I just come for fun. Negative, blah, 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 blah. And I hear it all the time. And then they're like, what about you? And I'm like, I'm awesome. I'm going to win, and the universe is going to hook me up, and that's all there is to it. And they're just like, yeah, whatever there, bud. But if we recognize that we're already creating through negativity and through what we're saying, because, as they say, you are what you eat, or you are what you say, you are what you think. So if you're constantly thinking that, everybody hates me, here's an example. I'm just rambling on here, but I grew up in Quebec. It's no joke. But I'm not hiding it from anybody or nothing, right? But I grew up in Quebec, and I'm French, Canadian, and I speak English. But, in Quebec is very multicultural. There's a lot of people from all over the world. There's in Laval, there's a section that's Italian section, Little Italy, right? And then if you go to a certain part of Montreal in Quebec, you'll have the German restaurants and a lot of German people, and everybody speaks German, and everybody has their languages, right? So how many people have done this? When you hear somebody talking in their language, So like me in Ontario, Canada right now, if I'm hanging out with a buddy who speaks French and we're speaking French, you're going to think, oh, what are they saying about me? They're talking about me. That's why they're speaking that language, or they're making fun of me or something. I don't know if you don't do that, kudos, you're awesome. You're one step ahead of me. But I've always done it when I'll be like, hey, what are those people saying? I wish I could learn every language, right? Like I'm trying to find the frequency of every language in the world so that when people are talking about me, I can understand them because I know they're talking about me. But meanwhile, they're just like, oh, it's a beautiful day today. What restaurant should we go to? Oh, we should go to the East Side Marriott. It's great. That'll be awesome, right? But in your reality, you're focused on negativity and you're just like, oh, these people don't like me. And you believe it. Here's another example of people attracting and living in a negative life, like negativity. If something bad happens to us, okay, so either car accident or you saw somebody get hit by a car or you saw something, or the fire alarm went off at school today and there's a fire, or at work, somebody put a metal cup in the microwave and set the kitchen on fire at work. And that's happened. I heard, okay, so here's the story. I'm driving and I hear a local radio station in Ontario. I think it was in Barrie, Ontario. And I'm driving through there and I could hear on the radio and everybody's just like, oh, like I was working and then I smelled something's burning, and everybody's just freaking out, like so dramatic, right? Like, oh, then there's a fire. The fire alarms went off and I was afraid for my life and I took off. And then a few days later, they're still talking about it as if it happened. But your body, when you talk about it, just like if you had a story, something scared you or something negative happened or something bad happened and you tell the story, you're always like, feels like it just happened. Well, it did. Your body is like, yeah, we're living it again. Every time you talk about that story, living in the past, or thinking about and re-feeling everything that's happened, and you're bringing it back, those emotions. That's why people, when they tell stories, they cry, because it's happening to them right there. It's their body. In their mind, they're like, hey, I understand it's not happening right now. But the emotions, everything you're putting into it, like you're creating as if it's happening right then and there for you, and your body's acting like it. So it's called flight or fight response. So here's another example. There's a deer, right, out drinking some water, and a crocodile comes out and tries to bite its head off. Right there, that deer's in flight mode. Takes off, poof, gone, running, freaking out, whoa, stops, looks around, sees another pond, starts drinking again. It's like nothing happened. And in that deer reality, something bad took off, everything's puppies and rainbows again. Doesn't even think about it again. Doesn't even worry that, oh, there might be another crocodile in this water right here that I'm about to drink and he popped my head. No, it's literally back to normal. Everything is relaxed again. The deer's not stressed, and it's just like da-di-da-di-da-di-da, puppies and rainbows skipping around like nothing happened. But us as humans, we just live in the past, and we like the drama. We tell the stories over and over, and that brings us to high beta. So you're always flight response. So imagine if you're revving your car engine at max capacity and never stop, something's going to break. Something's going to happen. We have to realize what we're doing and live in the present and push down the negativity, I guess, and just, oh, well, this happened. Cool. Learning experience. Let's move on. And yeah, we like to tell stories. We like to go out and have fun with our friends and stuff. But just know that every time you tell a story, either positive or negative, you're bringing back the flight or fight response as if it's happening right then and there to your body. It's not good. It's not healthy. We have to just be happy, right? As that song, don't worry, be happy. I'm not going to try to sing. Everybody's going to comment and make fun of me. But just, hey, don't worry, be happy. Or my motto is Hakuna Matata. It's so easy to create negativity in our world, in our reality. You got to remember, you are the one who's creating your reality based on what you believe, what you read, what you're listening to. And it's up to you if you want to keep living in a negative reality. By all means, you'll just keep on attracting. I'm sure a lot of people will understand that. Lately, you're just attracting more and more, negativity, because that's what everybody's putting out. But if you start looking at positive, like life changers, thanks for checking in, right? And then the algorithm of TikTok or YouTube will start showing you more and more positive stuff. So it's just like in our reality, if we're focused on watching more negative movies or negative things or whatever on TikTok or YouTube, the algorithm's going to kick in, show you all that. Boom, boom, boom. Then you're just going to be like, oh, the whole world's messed up. But then if you start watching, puppies and rainbows, motivational stuff, life changers, or reading books, or just showing more that you're interested in positivity, the algorithm is going to kick in and give you more of what you positivity. So that's exactly like the law of attraction. The more positive energy you're putting out in the world, the more your positivity you're going to get back. The more negative, like, oh, I don't want to go to work today because that person at work is just so annoying. All they do is complain. Well, yeah, but you're doing the exact same thing. You just attracted in what you're doing. So if you don't want somebody to be at work complaining, be positive. Put that energy. Then you won't attract those kinds of people that all want to do is just whatever, take your positive energy away from you. You're going to attract the other people that are amazing people at work that you probably never talk to because you're too busy going, oh, avoid this person. This person's going to do this, or someone's going to steal my yogurt today. Well, if that's the energy you're putting in the universe, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to reap what you sow. If you're planting that in the ground, negativity, that's what is going to grow. You can't expect otherwise. So now that we recognize this, now we have to turn it into positivity. And in the next episode, or whichever episode you're on, I don't know, but if you're going to listen to this one, if you come across it, it's going to be, I'm going to talk a lot about how you are creating and your reality and how you are creator of your reality. And I'll give you tips and tricks of how to bring things into your reality and give you stories and examples like I always do. But just remember, you have to find out what makes you happy and push the negative stuff out of our minds, because it seems like that's the way we're being programmed, right, in the world, since we're, I don't know, just find it's really easy to be negative. But let's not be negative. Let's work a little harder and be positive and put out good vibes. Hakuna Matata means no worries for the rest of your days. Thank you very much for listening to the Life Changers. And remember, you're a work in progress. It takes one day at a time. Thank you.